Good evening folks, it's Kitty here, and this evening I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to wash your pads for derby. I'm in the middle of doing the spare kit for Belfast Roller Derby and getting it all washed up. Everyone has their own kit now, so I'm giving ours a bit of a refresh so it's nice for the next intake. I figured that was a good time just to talk you through how I do it in case anyone out there is about to wash their kit for the first time and they're freaking out about it. I remember thinking I was going to destroy my kit. Of course I wasn't, I was just being far too overly cautious. I'm not like that anymore. But let's have a look at how it's done. So what you're going to need to wash your kit is a pillowcase, a washing machine and whatever detergent, and softener if you want that you usually use. So pillowcase is key to this job. People's kit, sometimes the shells, the hard shells come off, sometimes they don't. Doesn't matter if they don't worry. You just turf it into the machine anyway in the pillowcase. If they do come off though, take them off to wash your kit. And if you've got something like the 187 Pros, you can take the foam out from behind the knee pads as well. But it shows you that on the packaging anyway, so that's no big thing. But if you've got the likes of these are 187s as well. These are the killer pads. Sometimes the shell's removable. You might, however, I have Anarchy pads here. Yeah. These Anarchy ones, you can see the shell is attached, it's not going to come off, that's fine, don't panic about it. But if you've got ones like this, you can take the shell off, just get your fingers under there and nice and gently rip up the Velcro. It's really strong and really sturdy Velcro, so don't think it's going to be super easy. You don't really want it to be. And there's another bit here that you can carefully detach as well. That's your pad. Separate it out. This little flap that holds it all in place, you're going to just stick it down. Before these go into the wash, you're going to make sure you have all your Velcro stuck down. So you do it on the back bits, and you're also, of course, going to stick down the bit over the top. So first job, get rid of the shell for your knee pads. Elbows, most of them, shells don't come off, so it's the same thing again. You're just going to stick the Velcro down at both top and bottom. Make sure none of it is showing. I attach them together because I can do lots of pairs of things, so I like to know that I've got pairs. You don't need to do that. Just make sure that Velcro is stuck down. And when it comes to your wrist guards, a couple of different types. Again, we have here ones, SFR ones, the shell here doesn't come out, there's no way of getting it out. So you're going to do the same thing, you're going to make sure all the Velcro is stuck down. But if you do happen to have ones that have this removable splint in them, do take it out. So there we go, pop it out the bottom and slip it on out. Comes out really easily. So keep those safe. And we're going to do the same again here. We're just going to make sure that these Velcro bits, the hard bits, are all stuck down. Everything then, it's a case of grab your pillowcase and put all that kit inside. All the kit goes in. So we have knee pads going in here, we have our elbows and we have our wrists. Tie the top, take both sides and tie them in a little granny knot. And that is ready to go in to the washing machine. Stick it on. I do it on an eco wash, so I usually put a towel in there as well, just a couple of towels just for my machine for the size of the drum. I just stick it in with the DAS and softener, put it onto an eco wash so that it has a good spin on it. It's about 50 minutes that mine takes. I've tried this on gentle washes and I know people said put gentle wash on, but then it didn't spin it and rinse it out very well. So I would prefer the way I do it, and I've never had a problem with my pads. So I would recommend doing that. Don't be afraid of your washing machine. once it's all done, then don't let it lie in the water. You're going to come along, you're going to take it all out. Don't put the hard shells back on immediately. You're going to dry these, not by putting them in the tumble dryer. And to be honest, I don't think I'd even put them directly onto a radiator. Now, we're in the winter now, so you'd be very lucky to get these hung out to dry. In the summer, brilliant, hang them out on your line. So what I use is, I have one of these little trolleys, or clothes rails, that's the words I'm looking for. And I actually just open up the pads, put it on the clothes rail, fill it up and put it against a radiator and just let them dry there. Don't expect to happen overnight. Don't do this if you have training the next evening necessarily. You might want to make sure you just do it straight after training when you've got a couple of days to make sure they're all dried out. Once they're dry, you can come along and pop the shells back on. Likes of knee pads, dead easy. You're just gonna feed it through the little plastic bit there, pull it down on. Gets a bit tricky because you have to stick it down and then position it in place. Make sure it's really well stuck on there. Same with your wrists. Don't forget to put the splint back into your wrists. I know people have turned up to training having washed their pads and forgotten to do this. This does not help your wrists at training. So grab your splint and just feed it through from the bottom right the way up, and make sure that you're also getting that little bit tucked in at the bottom. So washing kit, there's nothing to it, it's dead easy, keeps it smelling sweet, keeps it nice and clean, and it'll keep your skin nice and happy. I would say my only other kit tip is, if you constantly struggle with lefts and rights and you're always looking for the tab, you can make your life that wee bit easier by grabbing something like this. This is 3D fabric paint, and I use this to mark sizing on kits, but you'll see there, this is a green one, a size small, but you can also use it for lefts and rights, which is very handy if you're trying to get kitted up quickly and you don't want to look for the labels. So that's my just secondary top tip for your pads. You can mark on your left and right, and also write your name on them. So that's a very handy thing to do. Either embroidery on the straps is good, but that's just as great, and it will withstand the wash as well. So guys, I hope that this has helped. If you have any comments or questions, please do let me know. And otherwise, happy washing, keep smelling sweet, and I'll see you all on track soon. Bye!